We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. We'll get this up to about the 44. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 128 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Up the middle with Barkley. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I like their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
The first carry now. This is Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Now it's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Rams.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's good for Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
Brown the motion man right. Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jordan Davis in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Carter. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Play action. Here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So here are the Eagles to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. A give to Williams, running right. And the running Running lanes non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 77 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The quick hitter complete. It's Smith. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And here's Bradley Pinion now.
Bradley Pinion in punt formation.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards on the ground.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Stafford. And incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
That is incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First down.
Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run with Barkley. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Back to throw, Stafford. That's taken in left side by Whittington. Here's 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble, because now you've got a guy that's played so well, you don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have the football with him at all times.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete.
That's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Stanford. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on Miami. And as Mike Tirico says, it's the most poetic of combinations, love to Romeo, Romeo Dobbs. What a strike, 28 yards to the end zone for the touchdown. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Rams first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a handoff running left. This is Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Stafford now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Stafford. That's complete to McBride. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Byron Young there on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
16 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle of Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was taken
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Hurts. Will try and do this himself. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a gain of 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing is Hurts. And he is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Another Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jahan Dotson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but What makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyballs with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then deny and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
That's good for Rams.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now it's Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this offense on third down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be third and 13. Stafford. To the right side, that's Whittington. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Across midfield, he's on his way. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Stafford. Short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Rams.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10.
He'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Rams first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Williams again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The 8-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
At his own 9-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Over the middle here to Brown. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
In motion right is Brown. Back to throw. Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Rams. First down. It's a gain of 10. And a Rams first down.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nakua from 19 yards away. And the Rams get a bit closer. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. They juked him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Second down, here's Barkley again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Nolan Smith. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to run some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Eagles, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.